درس 48.
Listen to this conversation.
You live in Mexico City, don't you?
Yes, I do. I've lived there for 2 years. I work for Telmex there.
I used to live in Mexico City.
Oh, really? Did you like it?
Yes, I did. It's a beautiful city, and there's a lot to do there.
Listen again.
You live in Mexico City, don't you?
Yes, I do. I've lived there for 2 years. I work for Telmex there.
I used to live in Mexico City.
Oh, really? Did you like it?
Yes, I did. It's a beautiful city, and there's a lot to do there.
با یه آشنای قدیمی صحبت میکنین.
Ask him where he lives now.
Where do you live now?
He answers,
سان فرانسیسکو زندگی میکنم.
I live in San Francisco.
try to say,
3 ساله که اونجا زندگی میکنم.
I've lived there for 3 years. I've lived. I've lived there for 3 years.
ask him if he still works for Citibank.
Do you still work for Citibank?
He says,
نه قبلا واسه سیتی بانک کار میکردم.
No, I used to work for Citibank.
تو سیاتل.
Seattle.
In Seattle. In Seattle.
این میشه جالب.
Listen and repeat.
Interesting. Interesting. Interesting.
جالب بود.
Listen and repeat again.
It was interesting. Was. Was. It was interesting.
بگید جالب بود.
It was interesting.
Say,
کارم خیلی جالب بود.
My work was very interesting.
حالا کمتر جالبه.
Now it's less interesting.
ask,
از سان فرانسیسکو خوشت میاد؟
Do you like San Francisco?
جواب مثبت.
Yes, I do.
now say,
ولی واشنگتن خیلی قشنگه.
But Washington is very beautiful.
و کارم جالب بود.
And my work was interesting.
say,
پسر من قبلا واسه سیتی بانک کار میکرد.
My son used to work for Citibank too.
این میشه کار، شغل.
listen and repeat.
Job. Job. Job.
Say,
کارش خیلی جالب نبود.
His job was not very interesting. His job. His job wasn't very interesting.
بگید شغلش خیلی جالب نبود. فشرده.
His job wasn't very interesting.
قبلا واسه سیتی بنک کار میکرد.
He used to work for Citibank.
ولی کارش خیلی جالب نبود.
But his job wasn't very interesting.
الان کارش جالب تره.
Now his job is more interesting.
در حال حاضر
At the moment,
یه شغل واقعا جالب داره.
he has a really interesting job.
پسرت چند سالشه؟
How old is your son?
Answer.
28 سال داره.
He's 28.
دو تا پسر کوچیک داره.
He has 2 little boys. He has 2 little boys.
اونا چند سال دارن؟
How old are they? How old are they?
4 ساله و 2 ساله هن.
They're 4 and 2.
Try to say,
او همیشه میخره.
He always buys. Buys. He always buys.
خیلی چیزا.
A lot of things.
واسه اونا.
For them. For them.
همیشه یه عالمه چیز واسه شون میخره.
He always buys a lot of things for them.
now try to ask,
شما بچه دارین؟
Do you have any children? Any children? Do you have any children?
he answers,
دو تا دختر دارم.
I have 2 daughters.
اونا خیلی خوشگلن مگه نه؟
They're very beautiful, aren't they?
جواب مثبت.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
ask,
چند سال دارن؟
How old are they?
بزرگتره 25 سالشه.
The older one is 25.
و کوچیکتره 23 سال داره.
And the younger one is 23.
ask,
سان فرانسیسکو زندگی میکنن؟
Do they live in San Francisco?
He answers,
نه هنوزم سیاتل زندگی میکنن.
No, they still live in Seattle.
ولی اغلب میان سان فرانسیسکو.
But they often come to San Francisco.
چون رفقاشون اونجا زندگی میکنن.
Because their friends live there.
بعضی وقتا میان.
Sometimes they come
با شوهراشون.
with their husbands.
و گاهی بدون اونا.
And sometimes without them.
بزرگتره.
The older one
یه شغل جالب داره.
has an interesting job. An interesting job.
هفته آینده میره بوستون.
Next week she's going to Boston.
اما شوهرش نمیتونه باش بره.
But her husband can't go with her.
بدون اون میره بوستون.
She's going to Boston without him.
try to say,
دختر کوچیکترمون بوستون بود.
Our younger daughter was in Boston. Was.
در ژانویه.
In January.
try to say,
خیلی سرد بود.
It was very cold. It was very cold.
say,
بله تو ژانویه و فوریه
Yes, in January and February.
هوا خیلی خوب نیست.
The weather isn't very nice. The weather's not very nice.
ask again,
دختر کوچیکترت چند سال داره؟
How old is your younger daughter?
23 سال داره.
She's 23.
now say,
دو تا پسر دارم.
I have 2 sons.
از ژانویه اونا رو ندیدم.
I haven't seen them since January.
هر دوتا کلمبیا زندگی میکنن.
They both live in Colombia.
با خانواده هاشون.
with their families.
زیاد اونا رو نمیبینم. often رو آخر بیارید.
I don't see them often
چون مسافرت خیلی گرونه.
because traveling is very expensive. Traveling.
He says,
آره مسافرت جالبه.
Yes, traveling is interesting.
ولی گرونم هست.
But it's expensive too.
مسافرت قبلا ارزون تر بود.
Traveling used to be less expensive. Traveling used to be less expensive.
میخواین تلفن بزنین. بگین معذرت میخوام.
Excuse me. Excuse me, please.
این میشه مکالمه تلفنی.
listen and repeat.
Phone call. 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 Phone. Phone call.
فون خلاصه تلفنه.
Say,
یه مکالمه تلفنی.
A phone call.
این میشه تلفن زدن. لغویش میشه انجام دادن یه مکالمه تلفنی.
listen and repeat again.
To make a phone call. Make. To make. To make a phone call.
Now try to say,
باید یه تلفن بزنم.
I have to make a phone call.
now listen and repeat the word,
تلفن.
Telephone. Telephone.
try to ask,
یه تلفن کجاست؟
Where's a telephone? Where's a telephone?
he says,
اونها اونجا یه تلفن هست.
There's a telephone over there. There's a phone over there.
اوه آره مرسی.
Oh, yes, thanks.
ولی یه راهنمای تلفن لازم دارم.
listen and repeat.
But I need a phone book. Book. Phone book.
Say,
یه کتاب راهنمای تلفن لازم دارم.
I need a phone book. I need a telephone book.
now listen and repeat.
شماره تلفن.
The phone number. Number. Phone number.
بگید شماره تلفن رو ندارم.
I don't have the phone number. I don't have the telephone number.
یه دفتر راهنما لازم دارم.
I need a phone book. I need a telephone book.
اینها شماره‌ای که میخوام.
Here's the number I want. Here's the number I want.
حالا میتونم تلفن رو بزنم.
Now I can make the phone call. Now I can make the phone call.
شماره رو میگیرین ولی اشتباه در میاد.
Listen and repeat.
It was the wrong number. Wrong. Wrong. The wrong number. It was the wrong number.
دوباره بگید شماره غلط بود.
It was the wrong number. It was the wrong number.
Ask,
راهنمای تلفن کجاست؟
Where's the phone book? Where's the telephone book?
say,
شماره اشتباه بود.
It was the wrong number.
این میشه دوباره.
listen and repeat.
Again. Again. Again.
Say,
دو مرتبه.
Again.
here's how to say,
اینم میشه تلفن کردن، زنگ زدن.
listen and repeat.
To call. Call. To call.
Now try to say,
باید مجددا تلفن کنم.
I have to call again.
باید بعداً دوباره زنگ بزنم.
I have to call again later. I have to call again later.
بگید شماره غلط بود.
It was the wrong number. It was the wrong number.
باید بعداً با زنگ بزنم.
I have to call again later. I have to call again later.
now he asks,
چرا نمیریم؟
Why don't we go? Why don't we go?
به کافه تو خیابان پارک.
To the cafe on Park Avenue. To the cafe on Park Avenue.
میتونیم یک کمی قهوه صرف کنیم.
We can have some coffee. Some coffee.
یا یه لیوان شراب.
Or a glass of wine. Or a glass of wine.
تو کافه اید. به گارسون بگید یه لیوان شراب سفید واسه دوستم.
A glass of white wine for my friend. A glass of white wine for my friend.
و یه فنجون قهوه واسه من لطفاً.
And a cup of coffee for me, please.
با شیر و شکر.
With milk and sugar.
به گارسون بگید باید یه زنگ بزنم.
I have to make a phone call.
Of course. There's a telephone over there.
شماره اشتباه بود.
It was the wrong number. It was the wrong number.
یه راهنمای تلفن لازم دارم.
I need a phone book. I need a telephone book.
بعداً بازم زنگ میزنم.
I'm going to call again later.
راجع به کارش حرف میزنین. بگین خیلی شغلا جالب نیستن.
A lot of jobs aren't interesting.
ولی کار من خیلی جالبه.
But my job is very interesting.
Say that you often go to Boston and Philadelphia.
I often go to Boston and Philadelphia.
Say that traveling is interesting too.
Traveling is interesting too.
بله هست.
Yes, it is.
این کافه خوبیه. نایس.
This is a nice cafe.
Say,
آره اغلب با دوستان میام اینجا.
Yes, I often come here with my friends. Yes, I often come here with my friends.
پایان درس 48